Question 2. Human activities can affect our ecosystem. The graph shows information about how the area of ocean with sea ice in the Arctic has changed between 1979 and 2016. Okay, we've got the area there of ocean with sea ice in kilometres squared. And we've got 1979, 2016, 1995. Okay, so we've got 3 different lines for each of these. Okay. Give 2 conclusions that you can make from the data shown in the graph. So I've got to give 2 conclusions you can make from the data shown in the graph, and it's worth, so I'm just going to cover that quickly, and it's worth 2 marks. Well, they've already given me the 2 bullet points there that I need to think about. So I need to look at, to compare these 3 lines. So this is, what do I notice about them? Well, this is 1979, this top line here. This one down here is 2016, and the one in the middle is 1995. Okay, what do I notice? Well, 2016 is always below 1979. And what does that mean? Well, that means that there is less. So it starts off here, 1979 has got about 15 there. Here it's about around about 13. So it's always got less, there's always less ice in 2016. So the first conclusion is that the area, I'm just going to use the exact wording off here of the label, okay, of the y-axis label. So the area of ocean with sea ice has reduced since 1979. Well, in fact, I don't know what it's done recently, so I might change that to over 1979 to 2016, because they're the only years I've got the data for. Okay, the next conclusion. Well, what else do I notice about it? Well, I notice actually it follows the same shape. Okay, so all 3 of them follow the same sort of pattern throughout the year, don't they? So here we've got, I'm not quite sure what the x-axis is, it doesn't tell me, but they all follow the same pattern. And that's something that, until if you didn't know that, you wouldn't be able to guess that without looking at the graph. So the graph tells us they all follow the same pattern. So the area of sea ice, of ocean with sea ice follows the same pattern each year. Okay, so we can see that from the graph it's got the same pattern. In fact, I don't know why it hasn't shown up in this graph, but I do know that these are the months of the year going along the bottom here. So what you'd find is there's more sea ice in February, March, and there's less in September, October, but you don't necessarily know that because it hasn't shown you the x-axis on the graph. Okay, hope that's useful.